Hey, what up, world? It's your boy, man. We back at it again. The Purpose Pusher up in here, man. Your boy Shelvin, man. We in here, man. Hey, man, y'all do me a favor. I'm gonna let y'all give y'all a little time to get on in here, man. Y'all gotta do me a favor, man, and like, share, and tag. Like, share, and tag, man. We go talk about it tonight. Man. I would ask y'all what y'all want to talk about, but you know how y'all don't be wanting to say nothing. But you know, this is a positive platform. I'm telling you. Let me clear the air real quick. Put out this disclaimer. This is a positive platform. We just want to be an asset to our community, man. Real talk. We just want to bless people and give people a voice. We're a voice for the voiceless here at the Chatterbox. We a voice for the voiceless, man. And we have some conversations on here, man. I'm just glad that y'all tap in with us, man. Glad y'all take this little old moment out y'all Monday to get y'all a little relaxation, man. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, man. If you didn't hear that yesterday, man, you heard it from the Chatterbox podcast, man. Happy Mother's Day to you, man. We definitely want to send out shout outs for the real MVPs in our lives, man. And you know, I want to actually send out love for all of those who lost mothers in recent, who don't have their mother no more. We definitely sending y'all strength, sending y'all encouragement in this time of this year, because I know this can be hard for a lot of people who have lost mothers, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Your boy Clee, man, you had some other business tonight, man, so he wasn't able to be here with me, man, but I'm pretty sure he gonna be tapping in, so y'all can get his comments, man. My boy still gonna be tapping in, so y'all just be ready, man. We're about to go in, man, and get to the good of it, man. But I hope y'all weekend was good. I hope y'all ate well. I hope y'all did y'all thing out there, man. I hope y'all appreciated your mothers, loved on your mothers, man. Cause you only get one of them, man. You gotta love on them while they here. Like my mom always tell me, give me my flowers while I'm here. I can't do nothing when I'm gone. And so, yeah, man, definitely love on your mothers, man. How are y'all doing tonight, man? Y'all please like, follow, and share. Like, follow, and share, man. It's about to go down. Man. I want y'all to like, follow, and share, man, because, man, we're about to get into a little topic, man. It's probably going to, help some people out, man. I want to help some people out, man. Here at the Chatterbox, man. Here we are at the Hearing Eyes podcast, man. Y'all got to show my boy some love, man. My boy Calvin, man. He got the Hearing Eyes podcast, man. If you ever want to do a podcast, man, I definitely encourage you to get with the boy. Man. We definitely want to, push up our people, man. We want to push up our people, man, and publicize our people, man, and promote them, man, especially those who are doing something good in the world, man. So definitely, man, get with the kid, man, and holler at the boy, man. He'll definitely hook you up, man. Prices are reasonable, real good, real educated, real professional look, man. As y'all see, we come on here every let me turn this over real quick, man, because that'll help me kind of gauge the conversation. But yeah, man, shoot, last week, man, we talked about the power of being down and out. A lot of people didn't know that there was power in being down and out, man. It'll change the way you view things. It'll challenge your perspective. It'll do a lot of things when you're down and out. It's stuff that you'll experience when you're down and out that you won't get when you're up and standing. I'm telling you, it's stuff that you'll experience. You'll begin to see people true colors when you're down and out. I don't know about y'all, but man, I'm telling you, I began to see people true colors when I was down and out, man. And I wasn't tripping about it, it was what it was, but it was just an eye-opening experience that some of the people that, treat you good when you're up, man, drag your name through the mud when you're down, man. But you look, man, it happens like that, man. Don't feel bad. That was just God removing them. That was just God exposing them, giving you a clear view of who they truly were, because sometimes you don't see a person's true colors until y'all have a disagreement. Sometimes you don't see a person who a person truly is until you actually hit rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? People start turning their back on you. People start, doing whatever they do, man. But that's cool, man. You just got to keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Stick your chest out and keep on doing you, man. But the power of being down and out. If you didn't catch that segment, if you didn't catch that Chatterbox podcast segment, man, please go back and catch that, man. I'm telling you, it'll bless your life. It'll bless your life, man. But listen, I want to ask y'all a question. It was a question I asked Calvin when I walked in here. I asked this question: if you could And I want y'all to actually think about it. Don't just start putting stuff in the comments. But please like, follow, and share. Like, follow, and share. Let me know you're on here too. Just give your boy a shout out, man. Say what's up to the kid, man. Say just put it in there so I can shout you out, man. Your name ain't popping up, so you got to put it in there so you can get a comment on it so I can know you in the room, man. But man, I asked this question when I walked in here. I asked Calvin, if you could go back and have a conversation with anybody, dead or alive, anybody you could, who would it be? What would you talk about? What would you talk about, and what do you think it would change in your life? Don't worry, it's just a question. Just think about it. You ain't got to put it out in the comments real fast. I just want you to think about that. If you could go back and have a conversation with anybody, dead or alive, who would it be? What would the conversation be like? What would you talk about? And why? What do you think it would change in your life? How do you think it'll make you feel? Would you think it'll make you better? Would you think you get it off your chest? Is there somebody that you just want to say something to, but you don't have the ability to right now? What would that be? What would that look like, man? I really want to know, because that question just resounded in me. And man, you know, it's a real question. It's a real question, man. You know, for me, I would definitely go back and talk to my grandfather, my father's father, man, and just, you know, have a conversation with him on, you know, the things that was going on at the time. You know, when he died, I was 8 years old, and so, you know, I was 8 or 9. You know, I don't really remember exactly what year how old I was, but I was about that time, you know. And man, I would have probably, you know, just had a conversation with him outside of, you know, the norm. You know, I would have that conversation, man. I think it'll actually, you know, open my eyes to a lot of stuff, man, because you never know, you know, what come of that conversation. I know everybody got somebody that they just, you know, wish they could have had some type of, you know, rebuttal or some type of conversation with before they passed on, man. But who would it be? What would y'all talk about? And how do you believe it would change your life? It's a good question. It's a good question. But man, y'all can put your answers in the comments, man. I would love to hear y'all answers, man. This is a good question. Just it's on the screen. If you could go back and have a conversation with someone, dead or alive, who would it be, and what would you ask? What would you say to them? What would be the thing that you would say to them? I know it's a question that you can't answer just off the rip. I get it. You know, don't worry about answering it off the rip. That's cool. That's cool. You ain't got to answer it off the rip. But just think about that real quick, and when you get a little opportunity, just put it in the comments. I want to know who would it be. What would y'all talk about? But man, like, follow, and share, man. I'm finna do some like, follow, and share real quick, man. I want y'all to come on in. I don't really want to get into the conversation until we get a few people in here, because I really want to have a discussion. You know, this is a round table discussion. I really want to have a discussion with y'all, man, on tonight on the Chatterbox podcast, man, because that's what this is about. This is a platform for us to discuss stuff, because, you know, I like to hear other people's perspectives. I love to hear other people's perspectives. This is not the actual factual show. You know, everything that we talk about is our perspective. It's our opinion on how we feel about the topic or the subject. So, man, just have your topic, have your answer, have your rebuttal, have your opinion ready. You know, we want to hear your opinion. Nobody has a wrong answer on this show. You know, you might have a wrong answer somewhere else, but you don't have a wrong answer here. And it's a safe space. You will not be attacked. We gonna make sure you don't get attacked. Won't nobody attack you on here. But please answer the question. If you could go back and have any conversation with someone, dead or alive, who would it be? What would you ask? And how do you feel like it'll make your life change? I just want to ask that question real quick. Y'all, please let me know. Please let me know how y'all would, who would it be? What would you say? And how do you think it would change your life? So, man, we gonna go ahead and get to it, man, because I really want to get into this topic, man. I don't want to keep y'all on tonight, man. I know y'all got things to do. It's the day after Mother's Day, man. I don't know about y'all, but, man, we had a good time last night, man, kicking it with my mom there, man, and we really showed her love, man, and, you know, it was just a good time, but I'm tired. I'm still tired from yesterday. I'm still tired from this weekend, so y'all forgive me, man, but, yeah, we gonna get into this topic, man. So, I was talking to somebody, right? And matter of fact, I talked to him right before we got on here, man, and we talked about insecurities, right? And so tonight, what the topic is going to be tonight, insecurities in relationships. Insecurities in relationships. Yeah, I'm big solo today, but I ain't solo because I got y'all on here. So I ain't ever solo. I always got my people with me. You know what I'm saying? I always got my people with me. Y'all on here tonight, so I ain't tripping about being solo. We go talk about it and we go do what we gotta do. But man, y'all please answer that question, Miss Mason. What's up? Shoot, what's up? Shoot, what's up, baby girl? What's up, Brand, man? Y'all on here tonight? Say we ain't doing no tripping about me being solo. Y'all know I spark a conversation quick. I ain't really tripping about that, man. But this conversation is going to actually, help in building our relationships, man, because, we definitely want to deal with the relationships because the relationships actually produce the community. Ain't no community without relationships. I don't care what you say. You can't build a community without babies. Normally, you don't make babies without relationships. Normally. I had to say normally because some people play too much. Y'all already know what it is. Some people play too much. That's what's up. You talk to your big mama. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. But y'all know what it is, man. So we understand that communities come from babies. Babies come from relationships. Normally, they would come from relationships. It won't be no one wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. We in the world right now where you can get it how you live. How you live is raw. There shouldn't be any reason to be insecure in a relationship. I know, Brand, but that's why we got to talk about it because there's so many people that are insecure in relationships. It's so many people that are insecure in relationships. You would be amazed on how. I don't even know if you'll be amazed. It's almost just what it is. It's what it is. People are insecure in relationships. Period. And we're gonna talk about it tonight. We're gonna talk about signs to help you understand if you're insecure in relationships. Some of us don't even know we're insecure. Some of us be insecure and don't even know it. Talking to my boy Calvin before I came over here, and Calvin was talking about how a man will never think he insecure until he meet that one woman that just bad all outdoors bad, and you find yourself in a situationship because now you feel like, dang, man, you doing stuff that you would normally do. I don't know. I think every man that ran across that one woman who then made him feel like he wasn't enough, made him feel like, man, I got to up my game on every level. You texting her more than often, you calling her more than often, you doing more. You just going above and beyond. You all outside at 10 in the morning with a flashlight looking for. You getting your future on. I'm looking for. I mean, I dig it. A lot of us don't even realize that's an insecurity, man. You really insecure. You just like, dang, man. It happens. It happens to the best of us. I don't know about y'all, but it happens to the best of us. You will find yourself insecure sometimes, and it's fine. It happens. But, we got to realize where does insecurity come from. We got to realize that insecurity actually comes from something. Sometimes we don't know where it comes from, but it comes from something. It's sourced from something. And everybody have a little insecurity sometimes, somewhere. I don't know where it may be financially, It may be in your silhouette. It may be in your physique. It may be in your physical. It may be mental. It may be emotional. You don't know where your insecurity may come from. But we go talk about insecurities in relationships. Insecurities in relationships. Do you have insecurities? That's a question. That's a question for anybody to ask. Do you have any insecurities? That's a question. So please put your answers in the comment box. Do you have any insecurity? If you could think of, and be honest with yourself, if you could think of anything you are insecure about, is that an insecurity for you? The thing who chose who, because if he chose her, then he got a problem on his hands if he insecure with competition. Man, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But at the same time, sometimes you just meet a person, and women or men, you meet a person that you just don't even feel like you're on their level. Like you don't really feel like you're on their level. They start doing stuff and showing you stuff, and not only are they bad, but they got a mind on them. They got all this stuff going on, and you get insecure. You like, man, what can I do to draw their attention? What can I do to make them look at me like, yeah, man, you the one. You start trying to up your game. You start trying to, upgrade yourself. And hey, it's cool. Sometimes you just got to step up. But everybody has that. Like everybody has an insecurity somewhere. Somewhere you're going to have an insecurity. I don't know where your insecurity may come from, but you might have a little insecurity. Somebody might have a little insecurity. I don't know. Brand, you might not have an insecurity, bro. You know, you might be content in all your ways. You probably worked through the processes. You probably did everything you needed to do to take the necessary steps on how not to be insecure. And we're going to talk about that toward the end, because you don't have to be insecure. You don't have to be insecure. I guarantee you, all you got to do is operate in the right ways, and insecurity will leave you. I guarantee it'll leave you. But we have to know how not to be insecure. It shouldn't be no, what can I do, unless it's in the bedroom. Okay, I can dig that. I can dig that. You finna go in tonight, Brand. I can already see that, bro. We finna walk this thing out. We finna walk this thing out. So we gonna go and walk through the signs. 6 signs that you're insecure. 6 signs that your partner is insecure or you're insecure. 6 signs. The first sign is you have trust issues. You have trust issues. We're going to walk through all 6 of them. The first sign that you're insecure is you have trust issues. Now, a lot of people will say, well, the only reason I got trust issues is because of all the people I dealt with. It does not make it not an insecurity. It's still an insecurity, even though it comes from, you know, dealing with bad people and all this stuff, even though it has a source. But you got to realize it's still an insecurity. How do you feel secure when you don't trust nobody? You can't trust nobody. You got trust issues. What do? You doubt every little thing somebody says to you. You just can't believe it. You don't. Man, whatever. You know, you always questioning stuff. You stalk social media sites, all up on their Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Talk about what they doing, looking at the pictures they posted, stuff like that. I want to see how they live it. You know, everybody say, quit playing. I don't know if I ain't did it, but I don't know. You know, you might be that person. If this is you, then you have trust issues. You got some trust issues, and you need to work through your insecurities. You checking text, man. I don't know. Y'all ever had somebody check your text? Not just playing on your phone, but I'm talking about check your text with the intention of finding something, you know, who you texting. Every little ding go off. They want to do, who was that? You got trust issues. Don't be in no intimate conversation in that phone text. Don't be in no intimate situation in that phone. You hear that phone ding or something, and you got the nerve to pick up the phone. I don't know if y'all ever been through this here, bro, but I'm telling you, don't touch that phone and y'all in the intimate. Shoot, who is that? What they want? It's this time of night. You know, don't let it be after a certain time of night when you don't normally get text either. Yeah, checking text. You pulling up unannounced. All up at their job talking about, I just want to bring you lunch. No. No, I ain't asked you to bring me no lunch. I ain't asked you to bring me no lunch at the job, man. See, people, you realize you got trust issues. You feel threatened easily. What I mean by when I say you feel threatened easily. Anybody that come around that look even close to like it's your partner's cup of tea, you start tripping. I might be in somebody's living room right now. I might be dancing all on your table, all on your dining room table right there, because y'all know if y'all not this person, y'all have dealt with this person before. Don't play with me. I think we have all been there some point of time in our life, or that's just me. I know that's right. Shoot, it's time to be honest. We finna be a little transparent out here, because I know, you know, it was a time, man. I had a piece of you know, woman. Ain't gonna say what I wanted to say, but man, she was so bad, man. Baby, I know you're watching, but you know you my cup of tea all the way through. I know you're watching, but this was back in my insecure days. I was secure when I met you. Let me put that disclaimer out there. When you got your wife watching, you got to put disclaimers out there, because you don't want no trouble when you get home. Yeah, the food still gonna be good, huh, babe? Food still go. Hopefully the food still be good, y'all. But I had a woman back when I was young. You know, I was about 9th grade. You know, I'm texting. You know, if you don't respond to that text fast enough, you know, and I was a little patient. I'd give it a couple of days, you know, but if you don't respond to that text, I'm texting right back like, dang, what's up? You know, you ever text somebody, what's up? With that wonder, that's that wonder text. Like, what's up? What's up? Like, what's going down? Yeah, I mean, be real with yourself. Everybody been there, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't ever been there, then you ain't ever been challenged. I'm just telling you, if you ain't ever been a little bit insecure, then you ain't ever been challenged in a relationship or felt like you was challenged. It just happens. It happens in relationships. But everybody you have some trust issues, but you got to get over. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have had trust issues that they had to get over, whether it was from, a bad relationship, whether it was from experiencing somebody in a bad relationship, because some of us see people in bad relationships and be like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Your homegirl with your partner, right? And she doing whatever with whoever, and he like, man, I don't know if she down with me. I think she might be doing this, that, and the other. And you so loyal to her, you know how the game go. Quit playing with me. You know how the game go. You loyal to her, so you won't tell on her. You just like, dang, that's messed up. And some of y'all real low, you know what I'm saying? You even start trying to holler at the homeboy like, shoot, bro, she ain't no good. You ain't telling her what's going on. You keeping that part to yourself, so he can't reveal some of the information he got from you to her. But you all on the sideline talking about, yeah, bro, I don't think she the one for you. You want me to rub your back? Well, people play too much, but you got trust issues. Sign one. You got trust issues. I don't know. Y'all probably play. What's up, Sherry? What's up, Sherry Hearns, man? Good to see you out here, man. Good to see you out here, man. I'm just wanting somebody to be honest with me tonight, man. Y'all hear me walk through this, man. Insecurities in relationships. For one, if you have any insecurities, you don't need to be in any relationship. Let me just say that off the top, because insecurities in relationships just don't mix. You cannot be in a relationship and be insecure to that point where it's affecting y'all in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? It's going to affect y'all, but you got to know that insecurity is going to affect y'all. Insecurity is going to affect your relationship, especially when you got trust issues. I don't care what you say. If you got trust issues, you gonna have some problems, because people are going to have a life. See, when you got trust issues, you don't allow people to have their life. And people are going to have their life, period. They go to work, they go out with their friends, they go have relationships outside of you. But you having trust issues, you don't trust them to have a relationship outside of you. You want them to compose themselves everywhere they go. Don't worry, we talking about consistency and personalities on the Wake and Bake in the morning. Y'all got to tune in. We're going to be talking about that all week. I can't stand, this is one thing I can't stand. I can't stand people who want you to act different when y'all in public because they love you in private. They love your personality. They love how you make them laugh. They love who you are in private. And as soon as you start being yourself in public, it becomes a problem. Why you see smiling? I was smiling at the house. Like, this is what I do. This is me. Like, I ain't changed who I am. I'm not trying to be overly transparent with people. I'm just being myself. But you can't even be yourself in front of people because they got a problem with how you acting. Nah. That's trust issues. That's trust issues. Everybody has some trust issues. What's up, David, man? So good to have y'all on here, man. Yeah, y'all gonna get in this conversation, man. Y'all ever been with somebody who started tripping when y'all go in public? Like, and they start saying crazy stuff. Like, it's crazy to me because they be saying stuff like, see, you change in front of people. What? Nah, this the same person you was experiencing at the house. Like, I ain't changed. You just don't want me to be myself in front of people. Because they gravitate toward my personality. And sometimes your personality is just friendly. You just got a friendly personality. You just got a conversation that people gravitate toward. You know what I'm saying? You just one of those people that people be like, man, look, I like talking to what's the name, man. But they going home getting into it with their significant other because they talking to you. They having a good time with you, and their significant other got trust issues. Because the last person who was that friendly played them. The last person who had a good personality did something wrong, or whatever the situation may be, they got trust issues. This is number one sign that people are insecure in relationships. I don't know about y'all. Maybe it's just me. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I've experienced this where people be like, man, you act one way when you by yourself and you act another way. No, that's not how that works. That's not how I'm a clown regardless. Like, I'm from Highland Hills, man. I'm a high side. That's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm a high side until it ain't no high side no more. I am not. I know it. You've been that person. Which person? Which person were you, Sherry? Which person were you, Sherry? Were you the person that didn't want somebody to act themselves out in public, or were you the person that was acting themselves out in public and they started tripping? They start tripping. People be tripping. Yeah, I've been called too friendly. And like that's what I'm talking about, Brand. See, now y'all starting to get into it because y'all realizing that y'all were with some people who were insecure, or, you was that person. I'm not putting any insecure person down. It's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying that there is some stuff that we need to deal with as a people. That's all. Jealous. Oh, that's all good. That's good to be jealous to a certain extent. It's good to be jealous to a certain extent. Once you cross the line of jumping in the middle of all his conversations that he had with women, that's a little far-fetched. Like you're a little too jealous when you start doing stuff like that. Like, who you talking to? You know? What y'all talking about? He over there at the party having a conversation with somebody. That's probably his cousin. You got out in that conversation. What y'all talking? Yeah, this my man. Man, people know that's your man. people ain't trying to take your man or nothing, man. We know who that is. He was telling me, that's what he was just saying. Like, he was saying that he met a girl. You know what I'm saying? And I think you the girl. And now you got that look on your face like, dang. I'm up for showing the wrong colors. It happens. I ain't saying it don't happen, but you got to realize that you have to be secure. See, if you secure, then y'all relationship can grow faster. Tell you one thing insecurities do in relationships. Insecurities prevent relationships from reaching their highest potential the fastest. Go ahead and write that down. You can write that down. That's a little help you get to your next relationship good. Insecurities are the number one reason that you prevent your relationship from reaching its highest potential the fastest. You can hinder your relationship because of insecurities. I guarantee it. Number one is you got trust issues. You like Drake. No new friends. You ain't saying no new friends for yourself. You saying no new friends for them. Nah, we don't got no friends. We don't have friends of opposite sex. Bruh, I don't care what y'all say. That should not be the motto of your relationship. That should not be the motto of your relationship. We don't have friends of opposite sex. I got my homegirls and he got his homeboys. That's period. No, that's not. I mean, hey, you gotta trust him. Trust yourself to trust him enough. Like sometimes you gotta trust your own judgment and just, if that ain't working for you, if that energy that he putting off ain't sitting right with you, just leave that energy alone. Don't sit there and be insecure. Go get you another. Deal with your energy. Deal with yourself. Deal with something you got going on. Number two. You distant when it comes to intimacy. You're distant when it comes to intimacy. What do I mean? You struggle. You have a problem with feeling close sexually or emotionally or both. You can feel your guard up. You can feel your guard up during intimate moments. You can feel your guard up. You can feel that you got a wall up. You can feel that you're trying to protect yourself from being hurt. You're trying to protect you're distant when it comes to intimacy because the last time you let somebody too close, they cut you with their knife. They hit you with some words. They got too close, and you are now distant when it comes to intimacy. I don't know about y'all, but there are sometimes I watch people. I have never been distant when it comes to intimacy. That ain't never been my thing. I like to talk too much. So intimacy is like one of my things. But for some people, they get distant when it comes to intimacy. Like you start feeling uncomfortable when it comes to intimacy with your partner, with the person that you're supposed to be intimate with. Like you get distant. You struggle with this. This is a struggle for you, even when it comes to sexually or emotionally. You distant. You struggle with it. Like you don't know if you feel like you're not enough for them. Like you don't want to have. I don't really want to say this. Let me say this. You don't want to do it with the light on. Let me say it like that. You don't want to do it with the light on. You always want to have the light off because you insecure about some. You don't feel good about some of your shape. You feel some type of way about your love handles. You feel some type of way about them getting close to you to a certain, because you feel like they go judge you. You feel like they go not look at you the same and all these things. So you insecure, and when it comes to intimacy. Insecure when it comes to intimacy. And we got to get past that because you will never be able to experience true intimacy until you're not insecure. You got to be able to let people in to some of the places that you don't normally let people in. You got to be able to take that risk and be like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and trust you this far. A lot of people don't get that far in relationships. Wonder why we don't experience the highest level of intimacy. Wonder why our relationship is at kind of stale when it comes to conversation or emotion or just talking on a mental level, because we're distant when it comes to intimacy. See, intimacy is seeing into somebody. But you got your guard up so they can't see into you. It's like looking over a 6-foot fence. You ever looked over a 6-foot fence? You got to jump, grab it. You can only stay up there for so long, too. Y'all ever held on to? Some of y'all ain't never even tried to jump over a 6-foot fence. You just look at the 6-foot fence and be like, babe, where's the gate at? I got to go around. And that's how you feel in relationships. Like you literally just hanging on the gate like, man, you having a conversation like this until your arm get tired and then you just drop down like, shoot. Well, it was good. It was good. I see you. It was good while it lasted. We got to get out of that. You got to get to a point where you can have security and being intimate. Intimacy is very, very important in relation. And I'm not just talking about sexual intimacy. Because that's not the only intimate. That's the least important intimacy, if you ask me. The most important intimacy you will ever have is mental intimacy, mental stimulation, emotional transparency. Being able to tell a person how you truly feel without feeling judged, without feeling like, oh man, I shouldn't have said that. That I don't know about y'all, but I've said some stuff to some people and was like, man, I probably shouldn't have said that to them. Cause man, you know, if people can't hide their facial expressions well either. You ever said something to somebody and their first reaction was one at you, you caught it, you were like, dang, yeah, I probably shouldn't have even said that. I think they just judged me on that one because you have a problem with being intimate. Calvin and grab the mic. What we got, Calvin?
I honestly believe that a lot of insecurities are developed. Since you're talking about intimacy, the way I'm thinking about intimacy is in an intimate setting.
Yeah.
A lot of insecurities are developed at home in the midst of you and your partner, or in the conversation of you and your partner.
Right.
A long time ago, we talked about, do you feel safe enough to be wrong?
Right.
And from there can branch off insecurity. Oftentimes, I dated a chick a couple months ago, man. She was very involved in the county, very involved with the city. She was a publicist. She was into politics. And she was like, you know, I got a serious question to ask you. You involved in politics? And I said, honestly, I don't care nothing about that.
Right.
Honestly, she said, do you vote? I said, I do vote. I watch a little bit of TV. Come to an idea who I want to vote for, and I go vote. Right. She said, well, we'll have to change that because events that I attend are very political. And if you don't know what you're talking about, you're going to come off as ignorant. Ooh. Now, if the wrong guy heard that, that could have immediately planted a seed of insecurity. Right. Because now I'm telling you that you're not good enough, you don't know enough. Right. And to be with me, you need to come on up a step. Right. You need to come on up a little bit. Right. She attends gala. She attends those tuxedo events. She attends those kind of events. And the wrong guy may feel like I'm not good. I don't even have a tuxedo. Right. I ain't good enough for that. I'm working at Walmart. You are over here with presidents and mayors. I'm not good enough to sit in that conversation. Right. Just a lot of insecurities. People don't realize they're created in intimate settings at home. Right. In those conversations.
Man, that's good that you say that, man, because a lot of times we don't even realize that we actually create that insecurity in that conversation. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a partner that you can be intimate so much so that, you know, you just feel safe. Right? You feel safe with revealing yourself to them. You feel, and it's hard to be in a relationship. I don't care what you say. It's hard to be in a relationship that you don't feel safe in conversation. Only conversation you feel safe with is how you doing, how was your day. Anything past that, now we crossing some boundaries. We reaching some 6-foot fences. Now I'm having to jump up here and hold myself up for this conversation because you got this big old guard up because you don't feel safe in this area of your conversation, in this area of intimacy. And we got to be able. You don't understand how important intimacy is when it comes to insecurities. If a person feels secure in you, they'll tell you stuff. And if you make them feel safe, if you make it a safe environment for them, they will, I'm talking about, it will grow them. Not only grow them, it will grow y'all. But a lot of us don't realize how insecurities can hinder us from reaching the fullest potential of our relationships the fastest. And insecurities, they happen. They are in relationships. And intimacy is more than physical. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we were just saying. Intimacy is so much more than physical. It encompasses a lot of stuff. It's mental. It's spiritual. It's emotional. It's physical. Intimacy regards a whole lot of stuff. But the most intimate thing that you can do is with your tongue. Let me say that better, because I know I got a lot of people over, and some of y'all, y'all be in the gutter a lot. The most intimate conversation you can have is with your mouth. I don't know how to make that sound better without y'all going off on the deep end on me. But man, look, let me tell you something. It's so important to have intimate conversations. It's so important to have intimate moments with your partner, and they feel safe. Feel safe. You got to have it. This is number 3. It's number 3. It's already 7:34. We want to make sure we on time. This is number 3. We only got 3 more after this, man, and we go ahead and close this thing out. But you got to realize that insecurities, man, we got to talk about insecurities in relationships, because it's so many relationships that are out there dealing with insecurities and unconscious of it. They don't even know they're dealing with insecurities. They just feel like it's a part of the relationship, it's a part of life. No, insecurities is not a part of life and shouldn't be a part of relationships. You got to be with somebody that you can be open with, you can be transparent with, you can be naked with without taking your clothes off. I'm talking about be naked with without taking your clothes off. You don't got to take off your clothes to be naked with each other. Matter of fact, the clothes don't even distinguish you being clothed. You can have a conversation. You don't have to take your clothes off, and it'll stimulate all areas of your body. All areas of your body. This is the third thing. This is the third thing right here. Third thing right here. This is good stuff, man. I don't know about y'all, but this is good stuff. Say, you have anxiety about your partner. Insecurity in relationships. Number 3, you have anxiety about your partner. Look at this. During altercations, you panic that your partner might leave, reject you, or judge you. You have anxiety about your partners, that people, a lot of times we get in relationships where we feel like if we start an argument, if we confront some issues, us confronting the issue may cause us to lose our partner. Us speaking about something that we don't feel is right will cause so much negative energy in our relationship that it will cause us to be alone, or cause us to be judged, or cause us to be rejected. Listen, let me tell you something. If you can't talk about an issue with your partner, that's not your partner. It's not your partner. If you can't come to your partner and tell them how you feel about what happened, and how it made you feel, what should have been said, what should have been done, if you can't do that, then chances are that's not your partner, and it will cause you to have anxiety about your partner. A lot of abandonment anxiety is a real anxiety. It is a real disorder. Some people have abandonment issues because when they were young, people left them that they loved, and so when they get in relationships, they still have that insecurity, and so what happens is they avoid confrontation in order to keep people in their life that's really not good for them. You trying to avoid the confrontation when you know something going on. I don't care what y'all say. Women intuition is something. I don't know how real it is, because if it was true in woman intuition, they should have told you not to get with that Negro or Negress in the first place. But, we get in there and, I guess we blinded at first. I don't know what'll be happening. But what we got to realize is you can't be with somebody that you can't have a confrontation with and get past the confrontation. You can have a disagreement and still say, I love you right after that. That's the kind of people that you need to be in a relationship with. If you have a disagreement with somebody and y'all come to a point where y'all like, you know what, fisticuffs type stuff, man, that's not the person for you. That's not the person for you. And truth is, you got insecurity about it because of whatever. It could have been happening in a relationship. You could have said something to them before. And you remember how it happened before. So it built this anxiety in you for the next time that it happens. You don't even address it the same. You just like, you know what, I ain't gonna even say nothing. Because first time I said something, you did this, woo. This is what you're saying in your head. But in reality, this is actually affecting your relationship in a negative way. And so you got insecurities in relationships, and that's not good to have. We talking about consistency in personalities, and man, I'm telling y'all, you do not want to miss that wake and bake. But tonight we talking about insecurities in relationships. This is one thing that you got to realize. Your relationships help you to respond to the world. This is what your relationships do. Your relationships, your behind the doors relationships, all of your relationships are an accumulation of who you are when you present yourself. So you got to realize who you in relationships with actually determine how you go about life. I'm telling you, my grandfather used to always say this: you show me your friends, I'll show you your future. That's what he used to always say to me. You show me who's around you, I'll show you where you're going. Because you got to realize that you can't have anxiety with your partner. Can't have anxiety with you're afraid that they're going to leave you? Like, I don't know what kind of, you walking around on eggshells in a house that you're supposed to have peace. Walking around, you got a knife up under the bed. What you got the knife up under the bed for? You afraid, you tripping, you got anxiety for your partner. You gotta leave it. You gotta let it go. You gotta, that's not a good place for you. That's not a safe space for you. And it creates an insecurity. And what happens is you'll take that insecurity to you to the next relationship. And you'll carry that insecurity with you going to places that you're not supposed to have that insecurity. And people going to be thinking you're crazy. You're crazy. Like, I'm telling you, got to give me a little water. But let me tell you something. You cannot have anxiety towards your partner. You can't be in a relationship where you got anxiety towards your partner. If you're afraid they go leave you, then you living in the wrong energy. If you're afraid that they go reject you, then you're not having the right conversation with the right people. If you're afraid they go judge you, then chances are you're in an unsafe environment. 3. That's number 3. Number 4. This one here probably gonna cut a few people deep. I don't know who it's gonna cut, but it's probably gonna cut a few people deep. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Number 4, you always feel attacked. You always feel attacked. No matter what happens, you always feel attacked, like you're on the defense every time something happens. You feel immediately offended, hurt, or shut down by something your partner asks of you. You instantly feel criticized and want to defend yourself by arguing or by shutting down completely. Insecurity in relationships. Insecurity in relationships. You ever been with somebody where everything you say to them, they start getting on the offense for? Like, you can't say nothing. I'm talking about the smallest thing you say, you might create a situation because you can't say nothing. Dog, man, he is a little hard. You know, already created a whole situation. You can't say nothing. Woo, it's hot in here. Y'all know how I get with them women, but the women be hot, man. The women be wanting to be hot, and men be wanting to be cold. You say something about that AC, but they automatically offended. It's crazy how people feel attacked off the smallest stuff because of insecurities. Something in them that is not secure. So anything you say to them, I don't think them shoes go with them shoes go with that. I don't think them shoes go with that. Oh, see, I knew you ain't go. It's just a whole situation because they always feel attacked. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you. In matter of fact, let me tell you something. I want to break somebody loose from this chain, loose from this bondage. It's not you. It's them. Don't feel like it's you, bruh. Don't feel like it's you, sis. If you say something and they always feel attacked, chances are that's them. They feel insecure about something, and they haven't really dealt with it yet because they in a relationship and they insecure. That's something that they got to deal with. They always feel attacked. It's nothing you can say to them to make them feel good. Nothing you can say to them. Even when you do say something good to them, they be like, whatever. It's nothing you can do. Like, they always feel attacked. It's hard for you to even come back or bounce back off that situation because, for one, they need counseling. For one, they need to go to counseling. I don't know about y'all. Look, counseling is a good thing, especially when you're dealing with past resentments, past issues, past shames. You need to go to counseling. You need to get some help. You need to talk to somebody that you're not connected to so you can get some real-life answers that you'll probably listen to. You know what I mean? But you always feel attacked. I don't know. Do you always feel attacked in your relationship? Do you always feel like your significant other is coming for you? Is there nothing they can say to you to make you feel good? Good morning might sound like a whole situation. It might sound like somebody cussed you out just by telling you good morning. Ain't no morning good. This morning ain't good. Shoot, it just keeps on going on. Like, they always feel attacked. That's crazy, but it is the reality of the relationships. You got to realize that when people always feel attacked, you need to catch that. You need to catch that as a sign and say, look, man, I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know what you're going through, but all I said was the food was cold. You jumped all the way off the handle. You ready to talk about everything that done happened all the way back to last week. You bringing up stuff that happened in the past just because I done said the food was cold. Nah, bruh, that ain't you. That is not you. That's not them. That's not you, sis. That is something wrong with them. Something wrong with the other individual. It's something that you can't fix. Don't waste your time trying to fix that. I'm telling you, you need to go ahead and seek them some counseling, get them some help. Talk to the pastor, have them go to the altar, pray over them, whatever you need to do to get that insecurity out there. Because if somebody always feels attacked, chances are they were attacked a lot growing up. They were always called out their name. They were roasted in school. They always, nobody treated them fairly coming up to that point. And now you're in their life and you actually love them. You actually care for them, but you can't be yourself. You got to put a muzzle on your mouth. You got to walk around, being real careful on how you handle them because they're real fragile. Everything you say is going to feel like an attack to them. So, look, let me tell you something. That's number 4. So, number 1, trust issues. You got trust issues. Insecurities in relationships. You got trust issues. Number 2, you're distant when it comes to intimacy. Number 3, you have anxiety about your partner. You always think that if y'all had a conversation about this, they go leave because they keep on saying that somebody in your past life said, well, I ain't got to be here. They always threaten you with hitting the door. Next time somebody tell you I ain't got to be here, next time somebody tell you what they go do, just tell them, hey, baby, you can do whatever you need to do. I'm good by myself. What they're saying is I can do bad all by myself. I don't want to do bad all by myself, but I don't need you adding to my situation. It's time for you to go. If that's how you feel, go ahead and get your stuff. I'm going to help you pack your bags. It's time for you to go. You cannot have anxiety towards your partner and you always feel attacked. You can't always feel attacked. Number five, they make mountains out of molehills. This is a result of number 4, actually. Yeah, they always feel attacked. So number 5, insecurities in relationships. They make mountains out of molehills. You ever been with somebody make mountains out of molehills? Just make a big issue out of everything. You can't do nothing. It's always a big issue out of something. Just anything you do, leave your shoes, take off your shoes at the front door. They on your case. Why are you always leaving your stuff everywhere? Every time you come in the house, you just leave your stuff. They just make a mountain out of it. It's not even that big of a situation unless your feet stink. Now, if your feet stink, don't leave your shoes at the door. Leave your shoes outside the door. Don't leave your shoes in the door. But they always make a mountain out of a molehill. You pick fights and make them extreme issues. You use hurtful or definitive words and create huge arguments around something that isn't very big once you've taken a step back. Once you taken a step back and looked at it, you're like, man, I was tripping. I don't even know why I was tripping that hard over that small stuff. You ever did that? You ever tripped over something real small, and when you step back and look at it, you like, dang, I really blew up off that. I don't even really know where that came from. Like, I don't really know why I even went that far with it because I was tripping. You make mountains out of molehills because really you got an insecurity. Most of the time, when people make mountains out of molehills, they really dealing with another issue. They just don't want to talk about it right then because they don't know how to put it in words. They don't know how to address it. They don't know how to confront it. So they will make a mountain out of everything that you do because they really want to argue about something else, but they really not ready to do it. Y'all act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Don't sit up here and act like you ain't never had something in you that you wanted to talk about, but you didn't know how to deal with it. You just walking around the house mad about it. Something that didn't happen, like say you had a get together, and your significant other said something, and it offended you, but you didn't want nobody to see you sweat. You didn't want them to see no tears. You didn't want them to see no weakness in you, so you held that, and then you went home with it. And the whole ride home, you quiet. You ain't even looking at them. You got your head out the door like this. You ever rode with somebody who just turned their head out the door the whole time? You talking to them, but they acting like they ain't heard nothing you saying. Matter of fact, they only doing this. And you over there like, man, what's up? Why you over there tripping? But you don't even realize that that's creating a situation where they about to start making a mountain out of molehill. Now y'all get home and you take your clothes, you do the same routine that you do every time you get there. But all of a sudden, this time the routine has struck a nerve. This time your routine, why you always doing that? And what you said when you walked in here? No, you don't say that like that. You don't talk to me like that. What? Hold up. Man, I was just saying that, we had a good time, and I really like, your people and stuff. I wasn't really tripping. No, you need to watch your tone. Like, man, why is you tripping? Like, you tripping like, we done went over and this, like I done cuss you out or something. They really dealing with something else. They don't know how to address it, though. So they make a problem out of every other thing because they make mountains out of molehills because they really want to talk about something else. Are you that person? Are you that person? You don't know how to address issues. You don't know how to confront stuff, so you make issues out of other stuff. Why you put that empty bottle? You know how people are too. You know, we bad at putting the empty Kool-Aid jug back in the refrigerator. Like, it's just going to make itself. So we drank the last cup of Kool-Aid. I can't stand people that do that either. Man. They drink the last cup of Kool-Aid, get the last water, don't put no more waters in the refrigerator. But all of a sudden, this time, it's a bad situation. Trust issues. I'm telling you, trust issues, distance yourself when it comes to intimacy, have anxiety about your partner, always feel attacked, mountains out of molehills. And why do you make mountains out of molehills? Like, at what point do you realize that you got to deal with your molehill and quit making it a mountain? What point do you address the insecurity that you have? Because truth is, it's just an insecurity. Why do you feel insecure in that area that you can't? And I'm telling you, that's all it's saying. When you make mountains out of molehills, you really don't want to deal with the true issue, the elephant in the room. And a lot of us, we non-confrontational. Really, we don't really do the confrontational stuff. We don't really do the argument stuff because we're afraid of what we might say. We're afraid it might go bad. Man, look, you got to learn how to deal with people. You got to learn how to have. So that's how you build yourself and not have those insecurities in your relationship, because your communication on fleek. Yeah, I said it. Your communication is key to not making mountains out of molehills. Because if you can communicate it off the rip, you don't got to let it build up. You got to start addressing stuff at the door. If it rubbed you the wrong way, if this wasn't the thing that they should have done, if they should have did that another way, you got to address that stuff at the door. Don't let it build up, because then you're going to make a mountain out of molehill. And you're really mad about something else. Really pissed off about something else. Yeah, I said it. You're really pissed off about something else, but you making a mountain out of molehill over here. That's not cool. That's not cool. That's how you end up, like Kevin Samuels said, leftovers. Yeah, I said it. I said it on the podcast. He's 35 and unmarried. Man, say, look, I don't care what nobody say. I guess that's just, I'm just jiving. Look, I'm just jiving. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. I'm just jiving. But you got to realize that you can't be making mountains out of molehills. You got to learn how to be communicative. Communicative. It's a word. Go look it up. You got to learn how to voice what you feel and voice it in a way where it's not offensive. Everybody want to voice how they feel, give people a piece of their mind. Nah, don't give them a piece of their mind. Give them a piece of your heart. Tell them how you feel, how it made you feel for real. You ain't got to look hard at doing it. You ain't got to, none of that. Don't make a mountain out of molehill. This is insecurities in relationships. And insecurities in relationships will prevent your relationship from getting to the highest potential the fastest. Insecurities. You're not secure. And a lot of insecurities actually do are a result of past situations, past relationships, past circumstances. Like a lot of us, a lot of women for sure, they come through abusive relationships. A lot of women come through abusive relationships, and it's hard for them to feel secure in relationships. Because right now, you already, this is one thing that we got to realize, especially as men. We already dealing with a woman who wants to be stable. And then she have these insecurities from these dysfunctional relationships. So not only is she not being, because women working these days, women paying half the bills these days. Like, that's one thing that we got to realize. You are dealing with an actual individual for one. She's paying half the bills for two. And she got these insecurities for three. Why do you not deal, why are we not addressing these situations and allowing our relationships to grow? A lot of times we get in relationships prematurely. Still dealing with a lot of stuff that's going on in our life. We get in a relationship because we don't want to be alone. Get in a relationship because this person is going to fill this void I got. No, nobody should complete you. Everybody, look, let me tell you something. Nobody should complete you. People should add to you. You should be complete before you get in a relationship. That's how you go into relationships. You go into relationships whole. Don't go into a relationship half yourself. Don't go into a relationship 75%. You go into a relationship 100% and they add to you. That's how you go into a relationship. Other than that, you just creating a situationship. You just creating an environment, a hostile environment that's going to become a place where you become stagnant, frustrated, and insecure. I guarantee it. Listen, this is the last one, number six, and we almost out of here, man. This went well. We were right on time. This went well. It's 7:52. This is the last one, And I don't know about y'all, but this one here kind of cut deep. You're not comfortable being yourself. You're not comfortable being yourself. You struggle when it comes to allowing yourself to be yourself. You critique yourself often and hold yourself to unrealistic standards. in relationships. In relationships. You're not comfortable being who you are. Problem with that is you don't get in a relationship and try to get comfortable with you. You get comfortable with you before you get in a relationship. That way when you get in a relationship, you already know what you like. You already know your standards. You already know what you'll go for. You already know what you'll let pass. You already know what you won't go for. You already have those things that you need in order to go into a relationship healthy. If you go into a relationship and you're not comfortable being yourself, chances are you're going to get more uncomfortable with being yourself. Can't let people break you down like that. I don't care what you say. You got to be comfortable in your own skin. I don't care what you jazzy, but you juicy. Whatever it is, you got love handles, but them your love handles, baby. You got to learn how to deal with your love. You got to love your love handles. How somebody else go love your love handles and you don't? How somebody else go like your hairstyle and you questioning your hairstyle? How somebody else go like your smile when you don't even like your smile? You got to get comfortable with yourself. Be you. Yeah, you weird sometimes. You like ice cream and Lay's potato chips. That's a little weird to me. I don't care what nobody say. Vanilla ice cream and Lay's potato chips is just not my thing. But some people like that. It's a little weird, but hey, I accept you for who you are. That's just your thing. I've seen it. I've watched it. It's cool. But you got to be comfortable with being you. Otherwise, you'll never be comfortable in a relationship. Why keep going into relationships uncomfortable with yourself? Why would you keep doing it? So now the person has to carry your uncomfortableness. Every time you putting on something, every time you doing, you gotta ask them how this look, or you gotta get validated by them. They should not validate you. They should compliment you. Let me say that one more time for y'all on here. A person should not validate you. They should compliment you. There's a big difference between validation and compliment. Compliment is they just compliment what you already validated. Validation means you trying to get assurance that this look good on you. Baby, you look good in whatever you choose to wear. Your style is your style. Don't let nobody else make you. Don't live in nobody else's perspective of who they think you should look like. You look like yourself. Do you? Sometimes you just got to take yourself out to eat. Sometimes you just got to treat yourself. Sometimes you just got to cut on Netflix and chill with you. Have a girl day all by yourself. Have a boy day in your boxers. No mustard shirt, nothing. Just in your boxers laying on the couch. It's all you. Snickers ice creams, popcorn, whatever it is that makes you feel like you are. Jazz music. Just have a day for you. Find the comfort in yourself before you try to find the comfort for you in somebody else. It doesn't work like that. I tell you this, the moment you start trying to find the comfort in somebody else is the moment you give them the weapon to your peace. The moment you start trying to find your comfort, the moment you start trying to be somebody else's, let them validate you, that's the moment you give them the weapon to your peace. You give them the key to your happiness, and nobody should have your key to your happiness. You got to find that in yourself. Let me tell you something. The core cause of insecurities in a relationship is often a lack of self-love. Do you love yourself? Do you love you? Somebody love you, baby. If one partner holds on to harmful, limiting beliefs like being afraid of failure or thinking that they don't deserve love, they won't be able to trust completely, and trust is the foundation of any relationships. That's why it's the #1 insecurity in relationships. Because you got to learn how to trust yourself. You got to learn how to. You can't be in a relationship and trust somebody else if you can't trust yourself. It don't work like that. You cannot go into a relationship insecure. A lot of us get into relationships and we're insecure, trying to find security in a relationship. You don't find security in a relationship. You go into a relationship secure, period. Stop trying to find security in a relationship. If you're insecure about something, go get some help. Go get some help. Sit with yourself for a year or two. Oh, that's too long. Man, get you some toys. Whatever you got to do to build your security in yourself, do that. Don't allow yourself to get so far to a point where you just need somebody. I just need somebody in my life. No, you don't need nobody. All you need is God. And you got God, you got all you need. People should compliment you. They shouldn't feel you. They shouldn't be your better. Ain't no such thing as a better half. It's just a better person, another individual in a relationship who compliments me, adds to me. Nobody should feel you. Nobody should complete you. They should add to you. And you got to understand that self-love is so important. When was the last time you gave yourself some love? Went out, got your pedicure, manicure, took yourself to the movies, took yourself out to eat, had a drink with you. Thought about your life, thought about the things that you're going through, thought about your dreams, thought about your aspirations. Stop for a moment. And a lot of mamas get into this. You think about everybody else but yourself. When was the last time you actually had a one-on-one with you and said, girl, let me tell you something. All this stuff that you've allowed to distract you, all this stuff that you've allowed to become you, that's not you. When the last time you did that, bruh? When the last time you went and had a bruh on bruh? Like a man to man with you. A man to man with you. Just went and did an all day you thing. You cut the phone off. It was just all you. You put the phone on do not disturb. It was just all you. And you had a man to man. Let me go and do me, fulfill myself, have a sense of self-fulfillment, self-love. Because when you love yourself, you won't be insecure in relationships. You'll tell somebody straight up, say, man, that ain't my thing. I don't do that. You won't have to worry about if they go leave you because you got anxiety of your partner. You won't have to worry about it. If they leave you, chances are they wasn't for you anyway. You'll be so secure in yourself because you love yourself. But you got to build your own self-love. You can't depend on somebody to love you and you don't love yourself. And you can't depend on somebody to love you like you love yourself. People got the wrong idea, thinking that their partner, their husband, their wife is gonna love them like they love them. No, they won't. They'll love you like you love you. That's what they do. People will do to you what you do to yourself. This is how life works. In the moment, like I said, the moment you put your validation in somebody else's hand is the moment you give them the key to your happiness, the key to your peace. I'm trying to help y'all on tonight because insecurities in relationships just do not mix. Insecurities. It's the number one reason why your relationship doesn't reach the fullest or highest potential it can the fastest. What are you insecure about? You're a beautiful black woman. You're a beautiful black woman. You're a handsome young man. You're a handsome man. You got everything that you need within you that'll help you love you, feel content, that'll help you feel fulfilled. Somebody should add to you. They should put a smile on your face, not a wonder in your mind. If they're a question mark, get them out of your paragraph. That's all. If they're a question mark, you better get them out of your paragraph. Don't you put their name in your story of your life. Get them out of the story of your life if they're a question mark. I guarantee you this will help you. Listen, it's your boy Shelvin, man. I love y'all so much, man. Thank y'all for tapping in to the podcast tonight, man. Chatterbox Podcast, man. Insecurities in relationships do not mix, man. I'm just trying to help y'all on tonight. You got to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can't expect it from nobody else. Say, man, it's your boy, man. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all cruising through and chatting with us. Say, check this out. Next week, we're going to be talking about procrastination. We're going to be talking about the paralysis of analysis. Because how many of y'all done sat there and stared at something for too long? You don't feel like you got all of the necessary tools. You don't feel like you got enough money. You don't feel like you got enough resources. Then you stuck in the paralysis of analysis. Because as long as you got God, you got enough. I guarantee I'm finna move mountains in your life next week. We finna move some mountains. I guarantee we finna shake some stuff loose. You finna get out of this paralysis. You finna stop being a paraplegic to your purpose. I'm trying to help you. On next week, we're gonna be talking about the paralysis of analysis. Hey, I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all for cruising through and chatting with us. Next week, come back. We gonna chat it up. Peace. Cap. Hey, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all, man. Hey, Calvin. Say, man, we still on here. What y'all want to talk about? I think Calvin is tired, man. I think I done bored Calvin. This boy done went to sleep on me. Say, Hearing Eyes Podcast, man. Calvin. Yeah. That's funny, man. Yeah, we done.